3, 2, 1, action. Hey guys, welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want. And we have Casey in the hot seat today.
And today's Off the Record is sponsored by Roman. So Roman is a ED service, which stands for erectile dysfunction, and it's way more common than you think. Over 52% of men over 40 experience ED at some point. And then the hard part is a lot of guys are kind of shy to get treatment because you got to go to the doctor and you sit in the room and people are looking at you and then you guys are like, oh, do you have that thing? And it's just like, there's so much stigma around it. A doctor will decide if treatment is appropriate and they can prescribe medication and they'll just ship it straight to your house with free 2-day shipping.
That's dope.
So go to getroman.com/OTR for a free online visit and free 2-day shipping. Go check them out and then you don't have to be shy about what you got going on because you can do it in the privacy of your own home.
Yeah, don't put it off any longer.
I actually had ED when I was 23. I'll tell you the truth because you don't know.
He was holding it in.
The truth.
Finally.
What happened when you had ED? Were you on ecstasy and it shriveled
I
up?
never got diagnosed, but I know it's ED because I thought, this is it. I'm old. My dick is dying on me.
What happened?
Well, okay, so it was just weird to me because I was like having sex and like it's just kind of like died. It would never get like hard, like it was just kind of getting it like
For like a period of time? Or just
yeah, and then like I would jack off and stuff like that and I'm just like halfway through I'm like and then my health was really fucking bad because I was working a lot of graveyard. I stopped working out heavily, like, you know, eating bad shit, and I actually went to the ER at the time because I got sick for like 2 months straight.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I was going through some crazy health problems, and it was all due to stress and just not like seeing the sun and eating healthy and working out.
Was it
and
too much raving?
No, because at that time I was already off the drugs and shit like that. So I was just, I think just, you know, working graveyard, working late. You know, I at that time I just finished, like, I had a business. The business crashed. I went off to like waiting tables. Like I used to make good money. I had like I was also like a manager at a warehouse and shit like that. Quit that job, did all that. Decided to go work at a restaurant to be with young people, right? But like working graveyard really fucks with your health. That shit, like, and the stress of just all of that shit. I think, yeah.
Anxiety and like depression even, like, 'cause, like
maybe, yeah.
Going well, cause like I feel you on that because like I feel like I went through like ED as well.
Yeah.
Especially when me and Tiff weren't doing so well, like the depression and the anxiety of just being in the same room together. Like I just never got horny, never felt like we could do anything.
My vagina was rejecting you.
Yeah. Like,
really?
Libido was just super low whenever we were just, you know, unhappy with each other.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like I didn't think you weren't sexy anymore. Like you were so sexy, but like it's just.
Oh, you said it in past tense.
Oh, you are so sexy.
Nice, smooth.
Tiff is able to catch those things I'm not even able to catch.
Because he was talking about when he had that thing.
I was like, what a great compliment.
I was trying to make a joke. I was joking.
Haha. But yeah, I don't know, like, and then now that we're kind of past it, I think we're still kind of lingering in and out of it, but now it's like having a better understanding of, like, I actually read up on ED too during that time. I was like, oh,
Yeah, it's all psychological, right?
Yeah.
It's all psychological.
Because when I quit that job and I started to sleep regular, all that shit, I was like jacking off like a motherfucker, and I was like, thank God. Like I literally was, I thought I was gonna, my life was over.
Well, how are you able to fix
Because if I can't jack off anymore, that's like everything.
True. That's the quintessential thing to do as a man, is to jack off.
Yeah, I mean, like, I love jacking off so much that even while I had a girlfriend, I still need to jack off.
Yeah.
It's like two different things.
For sure.
One's playing handball, the other one's fucking monkey bars. You gotta do both. You can't just have one.
Recess experience.
Yeah. One's tetherball, the other one's fucking basketball. You can't just have one game.
Did you ever have that?
I think I had ED, and I know it's psychological because I tried jacking off the gay porn and I couldn't get it up.
I don't know
about that, bro.
I think
That's not ED. That's not ED to gay porn.
No.
As usual, I think we're all over here. I think you're just a little bit over there. But I think it's fine.
Oh.
Does that happen? Has that ever happened to you? Like where you're just not even turned on at all because like of psychological thing?
To me, yeah, for sure. When I was in a depressive state, like the last thing I ever wanted was to have sex. For sure. Yeah, and then once things started getting fixed, then it was like, ooh, I'm back again, you know? Because I was like a big horn dog.
Yeah.
and then it just was like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never understood like people having angry sex. You know, like there's like a term for that.
The makeup sex?
or makeup sex. They're like, I'm so angry with you. I'm gonna pound you and all that kind of.
I do that.
Yeah. What do you tap into?
Anger is one of my primary motivators, and so when it comes to sex, a good hate fuck is very fun for me. I really enjoy
But
it.
it's not real
No, I'm not, I
hate.
swear to
I don't
God.
think it's real hate. I think it's like
No.
the same way that you hate your family member in a way because you still care and love for them. Like when you have real hate.
Yeah, it's not hate. It's like disappointment. Fuck. That's probably what it is.
What, for me?
Yeah, like it's not. You're not actually
angry.
No. In the moment, I'm like raging on this chick. Yeah. It's not disappointed.
I don't know if I could be angry and also aroused
Yeah,
at the
me
same
neither,
time.
because when I'm angry, I'm disgusted. I'm just like,
Same here.
Same
Me
here.
off.
I'm like, don't even touch me. Don't even
When I'm
look
angry,
at
I'm
me.
like, I'm really trying to run away from you.
No, see, it's different for me because I don't know. Like even when I'm moving something or I'm lifting something, if I use a little bit more anger, I can finish it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And like working out.
Same thing as fucking to me.
My dick gets smaller.
Yeah, I get unhorned.
Like I don't go like get ready to like deadlift and then all of a sudden have a boner from deadlifting.
I'm not saying that the lifting process itself gets me horny. It's that when me and Nikki are in that mode,
Yeah.
I get to an angry place.
is it
type of passion, right?
aggressive?
Right.
Because it's passion.
It's
passion.
but it's also like I don't even like her right now.
Oh.
In a hot way.
Oh.
She loves that.
Wrap my head around
She
that.
loves that shit.
Yeah.
I need to learn.
Is it just more on the
It's like
spectrum
a
of,
disrespectful sex thing.
but is it on the spectrum of more aggressive than it is real hate and anger?
Yeah, of course.
So,
but it's not
yeah.
hatred, but it's hate fucking as like not actual hate fucking, but like that's what hate fucking is supposed to be.
Like you're
People that
pretending?
know how to do it, that's what they call it.
You kind of it's kind of pretending, but the feelings are real. Like if you were to watch it per se, you'd be like, oh wow, he's really going hard on that chick. But it's not like
And she likes it.
yes, exactly.
How does she take it as in like
Is she also angry with you?
No,
good Steve or she's
wow.
like
She wants to be dominated.
she wants to be dominated. She
hating
loves
you
that.
back. She's hating you back?
She's slapping you while-
She's trying to, yeah, but she's just getting pounded.
So do you guys have to make up a fight before having sex?
No. We just go into it,
takes
and
it away, right?
the more we go into it, like sometimes she wants me to be like more loving and stuff, which we do, but then it usually ramps up to that. Typically, depends.
That's interesting.
I wish I knew how to do it. You say you know how to do it, right?
Yeah, I can relate to that.
So what are you tapping into? So you hate me, but you still want to fuck me?
But it's not a real hate.
No.
It's just the passion behind it.
Yeah.
You know, but there's like a love passion and then there's like a hate passion, if you will. So it's just a very strong emotion.
So like, let's say I left the toilet seat up and I pissed all over the floor, and you're like, motherfucker, I need to fuck him.
No.
It's not method acting. It's like
What is it?
It's just in the passion of the moment. You're down to give your partner what they want, what you know they want.
Which is Nikki being
He
dominated.
wants to be utterly dominated, and so I'm like happy to do that.
Because I could dominate her, but I'm not.
No, but your domination, we still gotta work on that domination.
Oh, really? It's not domination.
It's not sexual. It's not sexual domination.
It's not sexual. It's like real domination where I'm like, whoa.
Scary?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh fuck.
Even when he said it, I got scared.
Yeah, like yeah. He doesn't know how to. He only knows how to tap into super soft, which is CUNY, or like.
Bitch, I got guns. I got fucking guns.
Yeah, or I wanna. The only reason why I train is because I want to punch through a windshield to get the guy out with one arm. Like,
Right.
there's only those two, so we're working on the middle ground. Like,
Two modes. You need a third mode.
yeah.
Damn, that's intense.
Can I watch you and Nikki so I can learn?
Of course you can. You just can't touch me while I do it, okay?
No, Nikki's
Of course you can. No, what the fuck? I'll try to teach you. What the fuck? I'm still here.
Bart's
You don't
sitting there with a
gotta-
clipboard.
Yeah, he would. If anybody,
You just copy exactly what you do.
anybody
You'll
would
be like,
unsexually watch me fuck Nikki, it's Bart.
For sure.
I believe it.
He would technically
He would
examine.
never be turned on.
I know that. I know the man. He's a great man.
I'm gonna
He
do
is
it with
a
my
great-
eyebrows up like this.
See, I know that.
and he'll fucking stop you in the middle. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me.
Yep.
When you slapped her butt,
Yeah,
was that out of anger?
Absolutely. That's so Bart.
he would. He would.
No.
Yeah.
And then the next day, like afterward, I would get a text in the morning about how he was thinking about me and Nikki's sex and how he had some additional questions about it.
And then he's gonna be like,
Suggestions?
I noticed it lasted 5 minutes. Like, do I want to hit a 5-minute mark every time?
He's like, why did you do that thing where you put your hand over her mouth and you said, shut the fuck up, bitch, while I'm fucking you? He's like,
Did you really want her to be quiet? Did you really want her to be quiet at that moment?
Right.
Or were you just saying that?
Like, were you really angry?
What's the motivation?
That's for sure,
Minute
but
mark, I realized you ramped it up in speed. Like, was that like to show like the dominant side, or were you just horny?
I noticed you flipped on her. I noticed you flipped on her side. You put a pillow over her head, and you said, "I don't even want to fucking look at you. I just need to come."
were you trying to
What was
suffocate
that
her?
about? Yeah, exactly.
Did you not want her to breathe? Like, for real? Like, no, I still love her. Okay.
Lot to learn. Lot to learn.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're working on it.
That's so fucking funny.
How do you like? Because then there's also like educational materials out there. Do you ever
Yeah.
tap into that?
No, because I like right now it's more of like I just want us to learn with each other type thing. Yeah.
It's like you're in
It's what I like.
8th grade and you're like
Yeah.
having makeout sessions and like, ooh, I like it like that.
Yeah. Right.
Huh.
Didn't you say that you're both dominant personalities in the bedroom?
No, I like to be. Well, for me, I'm like I like to turn it on or turn it off depending on what it is. Sometimes I like to dominate. But for the most part, I like to. That's the word. I like to be dominated.
Switch.
Yeah. He can't handle when I dominate him because he wants to bust like really fast.
She's really good at dominating. So I'm
Yeah.
just
So
gonna-
I have to tone it down.
So it's gonna be like just a couple of milliseconds.
Yeah.
Tia goes, Bart's like, oh, fuck! Oh, the domination's too damn good.
Oh, you're dominating my dick with your mouth. It's completely dominated.
Yeah.
A couple of milliseconds.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. So I know how to pull it back.
That's crazy.
Do you like being dominated? Or
I've been trying to tell you, but then you're just. You're sometimes like afraid that I won't like certain things because I get turned off immediately. Like
you
I'm
have
really
a lot of
fickle with
bizarre,
my
yes.
libido.
Shit.
I think
Because like
it's-
I talk to a lot of friends, and morning sex is a very common thing where the guy just kind of sneaks over and kind of.
But it's
Sticks their
not.
dick in.
I don't think it's common that girls have previous trauma from the previous relationship that
True.
they have expressed.
True.
That they have woken up with dicks inside of them, and when they did not consent to that.
True. So morning sex is off limits.
That's a very particular, like, sensitive, unique.
True. We
thing.
are in a very sensitive territory with sex, huh?
Are you saying that because you're hornier in the morning?
Way hornier in the morning. Yeah.
That's when everyone's testosterone's like, ratada!
I'm not that horny in the morning.
Our horny schedules, I think, are kind of off too. I think I'm,
So you're in the morning too?
morning.
Midday.
You're in midday.
Mine's midday too, but then we're just not together midday.
Ah, I see.
I'm an afternoon to evening horny guy.
Like at night, I'm so tired, I'm gonna just pass out.
Same.
I mean, I do morning boners and shit. Of course, I'm a human. But the idea of fucking stinky is not fun. Is not.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I like after shower sex.
Yeah. I don't want to fuck no stinky thing.
Especially because there's a lot of oral involved.
It's a little what? Oral.
Especially with your butt, I heard.
Favorite.
We all know about that.
That's right.
Woo!
Oh my god.
My favorite.
Yeah, for me it's definitely more midday, but then it ends up happening at night because then that's just the time that we have time. But then you're really tired at night, and then so it's really hard to sync up.
It's hard because like
Thinking that Red Bull.
usually it's like by nighttime we've dealt with work. We've
It's hard.
had our bickering throughout the day, or
This is the real shit though, man.
and then where we dealt with Isaac, and so I'm like just like all that images like in my
The
head
whole
don't
day
really add up to
stressors.
being horny. But in the morning though, maybe I just had like a fantasy dream, you know, or whatever. So like I wake up and you're right there. I smell you. I'm like ready to go. I'm on the program,
Yeah, and then
but then
you're such a morning.
Turning on her machinery, like
well, I have to,
he
be,
used
I have to be very careful with that though, because there's a lot of trauma that comes with.
Yeah,
all
I
that
tell him
stuff.
I'm like, just wake me up. Just be like, hey babe, good morning.
it's Casey.
Good morning. It's like wake me up so
Casey Wing Ho Chan.
I'm not making fun. I'm just like I'm letting Casey know. Maybe Casey needs to tell his name
No,
first, so she remembers who's next
she
to her.
doesn't forget.
Yeah, I don't forget who's next to me. It's just the whole thing of like not having my consent. Like I have a thing with that. I have a trauma with that. So it's just like wake me up, let me know what you're trying to do. But the other added layer.
Oh no.
I know, girl. Yeah, sorry.
I don't know. bro.
You know what? We're gonna deconstruct this burrito right here, and we're gonna put it back together.
Let me tell you the other layer.
right.
He's a really good morning person. You just spring up out of bed and it's like, it's a beautiful new day. I have a clean slate. My mind is fresh. Let's take on the day.
He's a Disney princess.
Yes, he really is. So I'm the complete opposite because I still like, if for example, if we had a bickering the day before, which you know, we tend to not really resolve things.
Like
and
last night.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, yeah, that's very accurate. We still have some lingering shit.
Feel it.
So for
We
me,
drove separately today.
Oh.
I don't let
You can get B-roll of 2 cars. Yeah.
I don't let go of that shit. It's like, face it and let's address it and let's work on it, and not just be like, hey, I'm sorry, without not being a genuine sorry, just like, hey, I'm sorry, just get over it. You know, I can't do that, and it just angers me even more. And so anyway, so for me, I can't wake up with a clean slate because I'm carrying the shit from the day before. So that's part of it. And then the other part is that I'm just really not a morning person. Like, I'm one of those people that's like, don't talk to me until I have my coffee kind of people. So that's the other layer of like, damn it, we can't really have sex in the morning because I have like carry
That
on
makes
this other
sense.
shit, and I just can't get turned on if I have all this shit in my head.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So
You
then
gotta
I
just
have
wait
the
it
girl
out.
ED version where it's like my vagina fucking closes up. Like we can't get
VD.
shit started.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
The
business.
vagina dry. VD.
VD.
So I'm like,
We got ED, you got VD.
yeah.
Vagina
So
dry.
we got issues too, man.
You know what's crazy though? Like in my 20s, if I heard any of this fucking shit, I would have been like, that's because you guys aren't really in love. Fuck, dude, I used to be so stupid because in reality, when you fucking get with someone, live with them, all this shit, that's when you're like, oh fuck, this is reality. Everyone fucking goes through this shit, but no one talks about it and everyone lies and pretends.
I used to have friends that they'd be like, I tell them about like, oh well, I'm just not like turned on by my girlfriend anymore, you know, because like
Yeah.
I lived in with my previous girlfriend, and my other roommates were like, what, you're not fucking every day? I'm like, no man, we haven't fucked for like a whole week, 2 weeks sometimes, and they're like, how can you not? Like you're like, there's pussy right next to you, you know? And I'm like. And
You're talking to virgins, dude.
I'm
feel
like,
bad.
are they still in
I
high
used to
school?
feel bad like about myself. Like, damn, what's wrong?
You got pussy guilt.
Yeah.
I have pussy all day, and I'm not fucking maximizing my fucking pussy.
Exactly.
privilege.
You're letting your child self down.
Exactly. Exactly. And
Dude,
so now
me too.
I'm like,
My child self, I used to think, man, I can't wait till I have a boyfriend. I'm gonna make out with him so many times throughout the day. It's gonna be like at least 1,000 times. And I'm like, yeah.
so idealistic, man. It's fucked.
Yeah, and what's crazy is it seems that like the more you fight to fix things, it's like that's when you're really fucking in a relationship and you're working towards making it better, and you don't want to do that with anyone else. And yeah, like Joe was saying, like it's dope that we're talking about it because no one really talks about it, and you think like, damn, everyone's relationship's so perfect. Why is mine such a piece of shit? But it's like, no man, we all just have issues, and we're all bringing our own issues to the table, and now it's like a relationship that we have to like work this shit out.
I mean, it
just
definitely
depends.
helps to have a bunch of honest friends that's willing to
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about their
Yes.
issues because everyone fucking pretends and everyone pretends as if they don't have problems. That's the fucking real issue because you look at their relationships and you go like, oh man, I think something's wrong with mine because everyone else looks happy and you're like, maybe we're not like right for each other.
Well,
or
there
Well,
whatever,
I don't
you know?
think
Like-
it's necessarily like just faking it. Like for example, like within our own friend group, like for me personally, I just felt like I don't want to burden people with my shit.
that too.
That's
yeah.
all I
So
get.
it's like,
Yeah.
well, you know, I think I just gotta deal with my shit then, because I don't want to burden other people. But and especially because you know, everyone's friends with everyone, so that was kind of where I was coming from. Not necessarily a like,
Yeah.
we have a perfect relationship. It was just like, well, yeah, we have our problems, and you'll see me depressed.
But you don't have any shame in talking about your problems, which is very different from people who fake it. Like they
Yeah.
bury that motherfucker and they act like nothing's wrong ever. But off camera, I mean, we'll all talk about this shit, right? Like
Yeah.
it's only recently that we decided to talk about it out in the open. But I think that is what keeps like the friendship and all that stuff closer too, is being fucking real and helping each other out with these things.
And burdening.
It's also too, it's when you have problems, if you don't resolve them, there's so much damage later. And that's why I know exactly what you guys are talking about, because I've been in relationships like that, but with me and Nikki, there's no blemishes.
'Cause you
we take
move-
care of everything as we go.
Yeah.
That's good.
And so there's no like, I don't have anything against her like that. I'm like, oh, see, she's doing it again or anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's all just love, man. And that's what she's got for me. Like, and that's only because we handle those things like fucking surgeons, and we get the bullets out every time, and we make sure that we heal the wound.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only way you really can get there is doing that.
Gotta
Yeah.
reset the button.
Both are really into wanting to resolve it.
Yes. Yes.
That's true.
What does that mean?
Resolve it at two different times, though. You want to resolve it in that moment, in the heat of the moment. I don't. I can't
Right,
even.
have to cool down a little
yeah,
bit first.
I have to cool down, and it's
I
just not
know.
ideal
What our
for me.
therapist says is you have to set a time, and it has to be later than 20 minutes, but less than 24 hours, and that never happens.
In 30 minutes, or let's say 40 minutes when we get home tonight, we will work on it.
I'm gonna text you guys.
That's dope.
That makes me feel better because I really have been holding on to anger this whole fucking day.
I also think that you should just let morning sex go.
Because
It doesn't need to fuck with you like it is. Like if that's a limit for her where she's like, hey man, this just isn't gonna work out for me. Like you can just let it go and then you can start to work your way towards regular sex.
A better time.
Exactly, at a better time, at a different time.
And have a healthier relationship with even that concept of wanting sex.
And then she's not gonna be anxious when she's thinking about, oh, it's morning time, Casey just woke up, he's like touching my shoulder. That brings anxiety into you and turns you off, right?
Really? It's like anxiety like
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, because I'm sure she's trying to please you too, and if she can't,
Of course.
she's like, fuck, I can't.
So how nice will it feel to take that off the plate completely?
Yeah.
You never have to deal with it again.
True.
And then that's off of your relationship weight table, and now you can work on other shit.
Yeah, because it's not that it'll be like that forever. It's just right now it's way too sensitive to approach even that.
Yeah.
And once everything's clean, like then you'll feel safe and ready to just do anything.
Because I'm doing my personal therapy. I mean, we're doing couples therapy and we're also doing personal therapy. And so, like, I'm working through that trauma, but you just gotta give me some time. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Morning sex is not no sex. It's like, dude, I'll have sex later. I'll have sex in 10 hours.
Yep.
It's pretty tight.
I'll just wake up way later. And that will be my morning sex. Like, yeah, instead of like 6 in the morning.
Get morning wood.
Wake up at 2 p.m., bro. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
That's really good.
Sorry guys, we're not meeting up for our writing sessions no more. We're gonna have to push it back.
And then you're like, Tiff, it's fucking 2:30. You're being a bitch now. And you have a right to say that.
That's true.
See? Meet in the middle, bro.